Hello, it's Greg again. I'm with Dave and Ulas, and we're going to talk about supply focus and discover some use cases. Ulas, could you share a first example, please?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about demand planning, which a lot of organizations are trying to come up with a really intuitive demand plan. I think one of the key success factors of supply focus in the area of demand plan is leveraging the concept of demand sensing, which in the end utilizes machine learning or data science and trying to predict who wants what product, where, and when. And obviously this is something everyone wants to do and get more and more accurate. So this is the basis of any demand planning solution. And with that, we take it to a next level by providing a driver-based planning approach. And what I mean by driver-based planning approach is understanding what drives your business. It could be what sort of lost sales do you have and trying to measure that lost sales. Or it could be expanding to a new country or opening up a new store within the city. What would be my sales? And leveraging data, and not just internal data, could be external data as well that the companies don't have, and bringing it with data science and planning factors, trying to bring in more insights to understand what my sales simply would be in a new store in London or Brussels, for example. And that insight is very useful for the planners to understand what is driving their business. And having more drivers like this, and not any driver, obviously the most impactful drivers, helps planners to understand the gap between what is going to be my sales next year as opposed to this year or last year.
Driver-based planning approach. I like the concept very much. Dave, could you give us a second example?
Maybe building on to that one, if you know what your plan's going to be, if you know what the demand is expected to be, then how are you going to execute on it? Supply chain is a very complicated process that starts with a production plan. How are you going to use your production facilities to produce the materials that you need to sell to your customers? And then once you have produced them in the most efficient way, then how do you get them? Like what should go to which store? The whole challenge of merchandise planning is not so straightforward, because you've got the distribution in the middle. How long does it take to get from A to B? And then what happens if you run out of stock, or what if you want to switch stock between different locations? So that whole optimization is what is the most difficult in supply chain management, and those are the planning challenges that we typically tackle.
Yeah.
So clearly, this is only the tip of the iceberg. Supply focus can cover a lot more. If you're interested, don't hesitate, reach out to CubeWise and they'll help you with a lot of pleasure.